Spring Camp Report from the Dalk Indoor Sports Center. I'm Steve Baker, joined by senior wide receiver Jared Murphy, and it seems like you've been here a long time, Jared, and finally to get that senior moniker. You've been a leader on this team for a long time, but now it kind of says, yes, I am the senior leader, right?
Yeah, I mean, now I've always kind of had the role of being a leader a little bit, just because I played early on and stuff. But now it's you don't really have a choice once you get to this age and you've played this much. A lot of guys look up to you, and it's kind of your job. You got to take it on to teach some of these guys the playbook and help them learn, everything and get them acclimated to it. So.
Yeah, as a senior, I talked to one of the redshirt freshmen earlier, Ben Kempler, about the bowl practices, because those guys got a lot of work in those bowl practices. As a senior, you kind of got to sit back a little bit. What do those bowl practices mean to the team as you start heading to the spring and then to the fall?
I mean, Coach Martin always preached to us how big those bowl practices were, and that was one of the benefits of making a bowl game. In a way, it's like a whole nother spring ball for those young guys. It's 15 extra practices, and a lot of those guys get to get their feet wet and get to compete and stuff, and I think it's really good for them. And it can even be good for the old guys to kind of step back and watch for a second and let their bodies heal up, but, just learn stuff mentally and see mistakes that some of those young guys make that we may make too, and it can help us learn a lot. So.
Tell me a little bit about your offseason, because obviously you play with such great attitude, and it takes a lot to be that slot guy to go over the middle and not have that attitude. But tell me about your work in the offseason, because it looks like a little more bulk and a little more speed out there as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, first off, I've played a lot of downs here in my time here. So the first thing I did this offseason was kind of try to take care of my body, a lot of yoga and a lot of rehab and stuff. And then after that, I was completely healthy, so I just got to put a lot of time in. This new facility's helped a ton. Having this new weight room right by the indoor allows a lot of guys to put in extra work and stuff. And more than ever, I've seen a lot of guys sticking around and doing stuff on their own. And, I've been a part of that, and I've been working with a lot of different guys. So just putting in that extra time, and a lot of it's because this new facility has allowed us to do that. So.
Let's talk about the wideouts. Obviously, with Rowe gone, you lose a little bit of speed on the outside, but there's a lot of young guys stepping up. There should be some pretty good battles out there at the wide receiver spots this spring.
Absolutely. We're real excited about the room. There's a lot of talent, a lot of athletic ability. A lot of those guys have got the opportunity to already show themselves between the bowl practices and then even here through conditioning and stuff, and I think they're already kind of ahead of the game, and a lot of them are making strides quick, and it'll be real exciting to see, who's going to win those competitions and who's ready to play for us next year.
I know you're never about individual goals, but what team-wise and individually, what are you looking forward to most here in the spring and obviously getting into the fall?
I mean, team-wise, we made a bowl game for the first time. Obviously, we want to keep building off that. Like Coach was telling us today, though, we don't have JT anymore. We don't have Geary anymore. We're not the same team we were, and we have to have new guys step into those roles, and we have to keep working. And I think more than ever, we have to be hungrier than ever and ready to work more than ever, because I think it's easy to become a decent team, but to take that leap to be a great team, that's when a lot of the hard work really has to kick in.
Murph, best of luck, man. Appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Jared Murphy joining us. And again, season tickets for the 2017 season are available right now. All you need to do is log on to MiamiRedHawks.com, or you can call the Miami Athletic Ticket Office to get more information. Make sure you get your tickets and join us at Yager Stadium this fall.